Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, LA County opens a new park, plus building a new farm-to-table food system. But first, a support network for veterans and their families is making a big impact. The Veteran Peer Access Network teams navigators with fellow veterans to help connect them to services. The special bond between battle buddies can make all the difference when vets need someone who can relate to their struggles. Here's more.
We're here to see Ronald. He's kind of the Cinderella story of VPAN right now. He was living on the street for a while, him and his fiance, and we were able to link up with him, and just working with him, our partners at the VA, some of our community-based organizations, we were able to get him housed and get it done pretty quickly. So we're here to just do a quick check-in on him. Hey, Jessica. How are you? Hey, Ronald, how's it going?
Hey, Dario.
It's great seeing you, my man.
Great seeing you. How you been?
All right. You know, so VPAN is it's really just a network of services. We're not a program. We're a network of services for veterans by veterans, right? So I'm a Marine Corps vet, and Ronald's is an Army vet. This helped us bridge this gap in trust.
Yeah, she wanted to have a pet, something to take care of. Started getting.
I was a lead instructor at an IT school, college, and COVID happens. You know, enrollment numbers dropped month after month, and they had to lay off a bunch of people. And after that, you know, my life fell apart. You know, my ex-wife left, and so it was me. And I was raising 3 kids, which. You know, lost the house, lost the car, ended up losing custody of the kids, ended up homeless on the street, you know. I felt like I was at the end of my rope, you know. I felt like before I had seen some level of success. I wasn't rich or anything, but I had a fulfilling career. I was teaching people. I was happy, you know, I was moving up in life. Things were going so well, and then like that, everything was gone.
Here at VPAN, we were created to help veterans and military family member with low barriers. So essentially anybody who has served in the military, even if it was 1 day or just boot camp, then we will admit them to our program and provide services that they need.
I'm not a veteran, but I'm married to one. My husband served in the US Army for 9 years. I'm what folks will tend to call like a military spouse. The DMH VPAN team, they're true experts with housing veterans that if today we find a veteran that needs shelter, we almost immediately can house them. Since VPAN started seeing clients in January of 2021 to present day, they've seen about 10,000 clients, which resulted in about 28,000 requests for services.
I think if I had been dealing with somebody who wasn't a veteran, things would have been much different. It is kind of like a little standoffish. I had met some people from a different organization, and they had the desire to help, but they just don't understand the same, you know, as a battle buddy, who's somebody who's been through it, you know.
This idea of battle buddy, you know, it's actually a military thing where you're teamed up with somebody, and, you know, we think about just one other person. So just knowing that there's somebody with you at all times that always has your back. You know, that's the general idea behind a battle buddy. We know accessing the VA, there are a lot of great resources there, but it's hard to access those resources. And a lot of people give up. But when you have a battle buddy that has your back, who's actually been through that fight before, we're able to go through and for lack of better terms, hold their hand, you know, kind of guide them through that process. We're there with them every step of the way.
My biggest piece of advice that I've ever learned was find your reason. Find your reason to keep going and to make it to that path. That's what saved me. I found my reason. My reason happened to be Jessica, taking her to our doctors. That led me to a veteran center, that led me to VPAN, that led me to the people that were willing to help. But then when they are willing to help, it's a two-way street. They'll do everything they can to help you, but you gotta help yourself.
The newest gem in the county park system is San Gabriel River Park, spanning 80 acres of riverfront land along the San Gabriel River.
Today, we are opening up the San Gabriel River Park after decades of working on the acquisition. And you don't do that very often, especially in urban Los Angeles. 37 acres of natural area here in the San Gabriel Valley.
For the last couple of decades, it was closed, and it used to be a duck farm. And many of us envisioned acquiring this property and opening it up to the public.
And the community's voice is here in every plant. They wanted a space where they can come and walk, they can connect to nature. We've already experienced red-tailed hawks, owls, caterpillars in abundance, king snakes, morning cloak butterflies fluttering around.
A lot of locals or people around here, we don't really have access to see wildlife like that. Normally I go to San Angelo Park near my house, but now that there's an even bigger place to be, I think I'm gonna come here more often.
And then we expect everybody to take responsibility so that we can have more openings like this one today.
Come and experience nature at San Gabriel River Park.
Fire officials are bracing for a rough fire season and displayed the air and ground resources that will lead the fight. Take a look.
Today we've got a Region 1 meeting, and that's so that all the different fire departments throughout the region can coordinate their fire attack. Well, it's important so that we know exactly what everyone is doing and we're all on the same page. That makes our fire attack much smoother, and it makes us more successful on the fire ground. So we've got some Type 3 rigs. Type 3 are dedicated to the wildland, and then we've got some Type 1, which are going to be more structure protection, protecting people's homes. And then our air attack is going to work to protect things in places that our hand crews and our apparatus can't go.
CAL FIRE is an entity of California. Our responsibility says it's not about whether it's a city, a district, a county, federal land, or state land. We provide resources to anyone who needs it. And sometimes we do it without the request, but most of the time it's with the request, because partnership is a way for us to do our job the best.
We have our 6 Ps that's part of our Ready, Set, Go program, and that's going to be papers, phones, plastic, things like credit card, pills, pets, people, and places they can go. So you want to make sure to remember those things and be prepared in order to leave quickly. And they can find information on that at fire.lacounty.gov.
A food equity grant program funded by the American Rescue Plan helps community organizations like Alma Backyard Farms create a new food system for county residents.
We're here today at Alma Backyard Farms at our flagship farm in Compton, where we have a gathering of all the recipients of a grant, a generous grant from LA County.
We are so excited to be celebrating the kickoff to the Food Equity Fund grant program. This is a grant program that was set up by the county using American Rescue Plan funding to support the many community organizations that are doing fantastic work in and across LA County to uplift the food system, rebuild the food system for a more sustainable and resilient future.
Really excited to be one of many grantees that are going to make a huge impact in LA County. And I think it's through that collaborative effort and really addressing these local issues in LA that we're going to be able to make a bigger impact.
We're addressing something that's fundamental to all of our lives, and that is food. And so what we've done here today is we have come together, supervisors, the LA philanthropic community, which includes the Annenberg Foundation, and the community-based organizations that are on the front lines of this issue. We've come together to further illustrate this problem, but also talk about solutions.
Community organizations and community members are the lifeblood of the food system. It is businesses, restaurants, churches that run food pantries that really get food from the farm and the kitchen to the people who need it and who will thrive with the healthy, fresh food that these grantees are making available.
I think we can't ever accomplish anything alone or by ourselves. I think we need the support of others, and so partnerships only make more robust, make stronger our effort to grow food, to distribute food, to create the Los Angeles that we want to see thrive.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.